Hey everybody, CokeMan250 here, and this is going to be a question and answers video. And instead of writing all this down, and anyway, just got the old laptop out here, and we're going to go through and answer some questions. So, first question, Mother Goose asks, can you tell me what Rotel is, please? I will need to work out the UK equivalent in advance. And this was on the beans video. Rotel is just diced tomatoes and green chili peppers. I think somebody actually answered your question there, and I think it also has some onions in there. It's also got some spices and different stuff. Use it a lot in cheese dip, or I use it in chili. I use it in a lot of stuff just because I like spicy stuff. Prepper Rabbit. Prepper Rabbit's been pretty active on my channel lately. He's been posting a lot of comments. I've watched some of his videos. You guys go check out Prepper Rabbit. His question is, this was a question from 2 days ago. Now he has one on down, but this question from 2 days ago says, hey, when are you going to do a question and answer video? Right now. Here's one. Lucky Robin asks, do you feel full on that lunch, or does the heartiness of the breakfast make you less hungry at lunchtime so you don't need as much protein then? I just found your channel today through Life in Farmland, and I really like your frugal posts. And this was on the breakfast, lunch, and dinner with Coke Man. Yeah, the heartiness of the breakfast does play a huge impact on my lunch. You know, there's not a lot of protein in the lunch you've seen, but I have sausage and biscuits, or sausage and pancakes, or oatmeal. This morning I had a big bowl of Raisin Bran, for instance. You know, there's a lot of heartiness in the breakfast, and that really boosts you up. You know, they say breakfast is your most important meal of the day. Well, I know since I've been eating a bigger breakfast, I haven't been eating much throughout the day. So, good question. Crazy Forever asks, hi, can you do a Coca-Cola collection video? I may do one here sometime. Life in Farmland asks, does it have glow plugs you have to wait for? Because that thing is awesome. Thanks for sharing. And this is on my Kubota G1800 diesel lawnmower video. Yes, it does have glow plugs I have to wait for. And actually right now, and he also says that thing must be direct drive versus belt. And it is direct drive, but there is a belt system that engages the direct drive. I got kind of a video on that coming up where I'm replacing the belts that runs the gearbox to the drive shaft, and then the drive shaft goes to a gearbox that then turns the blades. Actually, since that video I made that a week ago. I just haven't posted it yet. But I've actually had something happen to the mower. It's I don't know, I've done something electrical, and I'm hoping it's just the battery. Maybe shorted the battery out. But I might make a video on that myself too. Okay, so Prepper Rabbit again. Here's his first question, where I told him I was going to be doing a question and answer video coming up. His question is, may I ask what state you live in? I live in Arkansas, God's country, and I love it here. It's a beautiful state. I live up on a mountain next to a pretty good city. Population somewhere in the 20,000s is the city. I'm about 10 miles out of town, up on a mountain, pretty much at the highest point of that mountain. We got the Arkansas River. We have lots of creeks and lots of woods and forests, and just a great place to live. And I wouldn't have it any other way. There's nowhere else I'd move. You know, we have some good strong summers, and we have our winters are somewhere around 20 degrees is most days. It dips into the teens and the zero every once in a while, but lows in the 20s, some highs in the higher 20s. So pretty moderate. Great growing year. The redneck prepper, he said, you really need to get a solar panel and an inverter for that freezer, bro. And that was on my Live Frugal. That was, let's look at my messy freezer. And yes, I do need to get a solar panel and an inverter. And that's on the list somewhere down the line. I just hadn't made it there yet. Me and my wife's uncle, we talk a lot about different things, and he's making preparations to build himself a house that's going to have solar and lots of stuff going on. So it's coming down the road, hopefully, and I'm going to try out some small stuff, maybe out in the workshop. Here's another one. Life in Farmland says, you ever use lump charcoal versus briquettes? And I have made my own charcoal. I have used lump charcoal. But, you know, I got some storing charcoal videos, and you see I buy lots of charcoal for very, very cheap when Kingsford is on sale toward the end of the season. And it's like I have so much charcoal, but then I can't resist buying more because it's so cheap. So anyway, I have so much charcoal briquettes. That's why I use a lot of charcoal briquettes. And just because I have so much, and I buy them for pennies on the dollar. Pop Prepper asks, Pop's Quest for a Simple Life, he asks, how many sheets of toilet paper should I be using, Frugal Professor? He calls me the Frugal Professor. Well, you know, one. There's two options here. You can use one sheet, and you can tear the corner off. And then when you get through using that sheet with the corner tore off, you can use the corner to clean out your fingernails. Or option two, you just schedule them all right before a shower. Then you don't use any. The dry rub I use, that's Strawberries Dry Rub. And a buddy of mine sent it to me who lived in Missouri. I think Strawberries is like a barbecue place in Missouri maybe. But you can buy it online, I believe. But also, there's a local place here that offers it. I didn't mean that Strawberries was a local place here. Also, and I get this question a lot. Where do you buy your vacuum sealer bags? I buy mine from the Vac Shack. Some people don't like it. Some people do. I buy a ton at once and always have them. Also, I buy all my, and don't get me wrong, here's the deal. I buy all my Mylar bags. I bought every one of them I've ever bought from U.S. U.S. Emergency. You know, I haven't ordered Mylar bags in probably 4 years. My second purchase, I ordered a regular purchase, but then my second purchase, I ordered 100 of the 6 or 5 to 7 gallon bags, and then I ordered like 100 or 150 of the like 2 gallon bags, and I have never bought any more. But I bought them from U.S. Emergency Supply or something to that nature, and I looked at every website, and they were by far the cheapest place to buy them. And believe me, I did a lot of homework before I bought those, and they were, at the time, they were the cheapest. I think it's U.S. Emergency Supply. It was not Emergency Essentials or anything like that. It was U.S. Emergency Supply. And most of my stuff, I buy a lot of stuff off eBay. I mean, you know, if I need something for the house, I go straight to eBay, and then I go to maybe a local store, and I compare prices, and most of the time I order it off eBay. You know, that's how, that's how I purchase things. Parts for my lawnmower, you know, a lot of that stuff, I buy it on eBay if I can, and it's normally always cheaper. And I'll look at some different websites, but eBay is normally always the cheapest place for me. So that's pretty much going to wrap up the old question and answers video there. It wasn't too long. Wasn't a lot of questions covered. It was a longer video, but if you have any questions that you want mentioned on the other question and answers video, leave them in the bottom on this video. Ask your questions in the comments here so that I can answer them in another question and answers video. My wife's a teacher, and I have 3 kids. My oldest daughter's 13, or she will be 13 this year. My boy just turned 10, and then I have a 3-year-old. Just turned 3 yesterday. So she actually goes and stays with my mom. My mom watches her during the day while everybody's at work and school. And then my other 2 kids are in school, and my wife's teaching. So today was the first day back. And we did a lot of praying last night before we went to bed, all together as a family, to get ready for the school year ahead. And, you know, that's my challenge for you guys. I'm going to leave you with a challenge. And my challenge is pray together as a family. Sometimes we go off on our separate journeys amongst our families, and we grow apart. But a family that prays together stays together. And, you know, if I really needed a prayer answered, and it's something that's really, really bogging down on me and bothering me, you know, I get my kids involved. And I don't like to get my kids involved and to worry my kids or anything like that. So I just ask them. I say, hey, you guys pray for me today if you don't care. And sometimes I'll mention what's bothering me. Sometimes I won't. But children's prayers go straight to God. All prayers go straight to God, but they have no doubt in their mind. And as adults, there's lots of stuff that's flooding in and distracting us sometimes when we're trying to talk to the Father. So a kid doesn't have those distractions, and that's who I want praying for me. I actually lead a prayer time at my church on Wednesday night during a kids program we have, and I'll tell you what, our kids program don't go on during the summer, and I can tell. Those kids, I ask those kids every Wednesday night to pray for me about something. We take a basket and we write prayer requests in this basket, and we throw them in the prayer basket, and we pray over that basket every Wednesday night. And there were so many prayers answered last year. It was awesome. And people were coming up and saying, you know, their life had been changed because of what the prayers we were praying during this. And it was just very humbling. And it's those children, it's the power of those children praying, and a body of believers coming together praying to God. It's just awesome, and I'm so ready to get that started back, so I can put my prayer requests in there. We also write names down on paper. I have each kid write down 3 names of people they would like to see saved, or to grow a relationship with God, or to start going to church somewhere. And last year we seen a lot of people saved and a lot of baptisms come out of that, and my dad being one of them. Well, actually, my mom and my dad. both my parents last year got, not last year, in the last 6 months, both my parents have been saved and baptized and have started coming to church on a regular basis. And I'm going to tell you what, that fills my heart with joy. And I'm just really proud of them, and I'm proud to be able to worship with my parents on Sunday now. So anyway, this is Cokeman 250 from the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless everybody, and remember, prep smarter and pray harder. Alright, so I put together a couple playlists here. Click on the Save Money and it'll take you to my Live Frugal playlist, show you all the videos in that playlist. And then the big old thumbs up there, that's my most popular uploads, and you can check those out. If you like what you've seen here today and you want to see more, click that subscribe button down in the bottom middle. Thanks guys, and have a great day.